Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Today we will be discussing Batman Knightfall, Book 2. This is one of the books that I take to work with me and read. I keep the big omnibus, hardback omnibuses and stuff, and I read them here at home because it's kind of hard to lug those things to work. And I take stuff like this and the trades to work. And I finally finished this one this morning. And I have to tell you, this one was laborious. The first book was great. That's, it's up to the point where Bane breaks Bruce's back. And that was just exceptional. And this one is where Jean Paul is Batman, where he takes over as Batman, and his journey in assuming the mantle of Batman. And I have to tell you, it's this book way too long. Not in the sense of, too many pages, but it's a lot of the story is filled with filler. And I think they were just trying to extend the storyline out. Like the first two stories after Batman got his back broke was two stories with Bruce Wayne as Batman showing how tired he was. But, we already knew that part. So that was just extraneous. And, then they'd have things in there like where the Scarecrow wanted to become the Fear God. And, Jean Paul Valley and the Batman was trying to defeat him. And there's a whole subplot of Scarecrow holding a guy hostage who happened to be the son of his first victim. So that was like 2 or 3 issues long when it could have been done in a single issue. And just stuff in there that you're just like, okay, we get it. And so there's just too much stuff that you could tell they're just like, okay, how do we extend this out? How do we extend this out? How do we extend this out? And secondly, I don't like the outfit. And I know this is the 90s where they wanted to have all the extreme outfits. With all the pouches and the chains and the guns, which was everyone's answer to the image revolution where everything was extreme. But that doesn't really work with Batman. The interesting part on this was the fight that Jean Paul had with his programming. with his hypnotism, where he's trying to fight the program. I think it's the program that they call it, where it's, you know, it's saying you need to do this, and you know, his extremism, where he's becoming more and more hardcore, and you know, then in the back of his mind, he's trying to sit there and say, you know, what would Bruce do, and the problems with that, and the problems with Tim Drake trying to convince him, saying, hey, you can't do this, and the storyline with Jim Gordon saying, you know, he's changed, you know, what do we, is this even the guy that I knew before? Of course it wasn't. And that part was good. That was really good. But it could have really been condensed down into about half the size, because they just put too much stuff there. And there's like a whole thing where Joker wants to, I mean, how 90s is that right there? Seriously. It wants to make a movie where he's killing the Batman, and then he finally realizes that that's not the Batman. And you know, there's these two studio executives that look like Siskel and Ebert, and you're just like, this is extraneous. We don't need to be doing this stuff. But so it was really kind of hard for me to make my way through it, and hopefully Volume 3 will be better, because this last issue was Robin number 7. Bruce comes back and he's like, yeah, this is bullshit. I need to take the mantle back. I need to become Batman. This guy is bad. And so I will start that up on this one. But this one I am going to have to give like a 2.75 out of 5, just because it was not, I mean, take a look at No Man's Land. That was incredible. That was a great series. There was no extra stuff in there, and it was tight. It was well done. And Chuck Dixon and Munch, who are exceptional writers, could have learned something from that. So, but 2.75 out of 5, and just, and once I pick up 3, I'm hoping that'll be better. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of it, or what you thought of it. And like, subscribe, most of all, enjoy your comics.